Back here on the Evansville Otters postgame show, I'm Mike Radomski at Bosse Field in Evansville, Indiana. The final score here, a 6-2 win for the Washington Wild Things over the Evansville Otters. Let's take you through the game now with full highlights. In the early innings, it was Evansville who was going up against Washington, looking to take 2 games to start this series. Jake Rogers, the hero last night with the walk-off 3-run home run. He continued his good luck back in the first inning with a successful at-bat. 3-1 pitch, hit towards second. It's over a leaping Michael Parker and into right center field. It'll roll all the way over to the wall. Rogers gets to second base and stops there. And Bill McCune wanted him to turn the corner to third. But either way, it's an RBI double for Jake Rogers. And the Otters lead 1-0. And then Washington would fight on back. Chris Peters, starting for the Otters, did very well over the first 2 innings, but got his way into a little bit of trouble in the third as Washington made it 1-1. Then into the top of the 4th inning, another run able to come around as Billy O'Connor was instructed to drop down the suicide squeeze by manager Darren Everson. That made it 2-1 in favor of the Wild Things. But as Evansville was doing earlier, they tied up the game again, go to the bottom of the 5th inning. After an out, Evansville had back-to-back runners get on base, with S.C. Harris stepping on up. The 1-0 pitch, ground ball hit up the middle, gets on into center field. Sidek comes up with it, a throw back to second, cannot get Stanton as Smythe scores, and it's now 2-2. Following the RBI single by S.D. Harris. And into the top of the 6th inning, fighting right on back were the Washington Wild Things. A line drive hit towards left field got over the head of Greg Alexander, a very difficult ball to field. And then right after that, Jacob Dempsey able to hit a sacrifice fly to make it 3-2. We would see 2 more runs later on added to the scoreboard in the 8th inning. And another run tacked on in the 9th here for Washington as they would go on to win this game 6-2. We'll take you through some final numbers as Washington wins 6 runs on 9 hits. They committed no errors. Evansville 2 runs on 10 hits. No errors in today's ball game. The winning pitcher for the Washington Wild Things is Jeff Sonnenberg. He goes 7 innings and allows 2 runs. He did have a higher number of walks and hits, but he was able to keep that down in order to get his 2nd win of the season. The losing pitcher today is Chris Peters. He gave up 3 runs over his 5 1/3 innings. His record now is 0-6 this season. And staying in the ballgame to get the save, Justin Edwards. As he stayed in there, he pitched the final 2 innings of the game, allowing 3 hits. He did not give up a run, but he did also get 4 strikeouts in the game as well. Time of game was 3 hours and 5 minutes, and there were 1,222 people here at Bosse Field to see tonight's ball game. The player of the game is going to be Jacob Dempsey, the designated hitter for the Washington Wild Things. Dempsey came through with 2 runs batted in the game. He had himself a sacrifice fly back in the 6th inning and also had a ground out that was able to get another run in the 9th, a big insurance run for Washington at the late stages of this ball game. But we do want to thank everyone who made this broadcast possible for us here tonight. First off, we want to thank the executive producer at WUEV and working back in our Evansville, Indiana studios. We have Brandon Godden and Josh Woody working back over there for us. And great job tonight by Josh. Please join us on Thursday night, when the Evansville Otters and the Washington Wild Things conclude this 3-game series. First pitch is scheduled for 6:35 p.m. with the Evansville Otters pregame show starting at 6:15. Final score once again, 6-2 Washington over Evansville. I'm Mike Radomski here at Bosse Field. Have a great night, everyone.
The proceeding has been a presentation of Evansville Otters Baseball on 91.5 WUEV Evansville. For a complete game and broadcast schedule and to stay current on any Otters info, visit us online at evansvilleotters.com. Thanks for listening, and until next time, go Otters.
91.5 WUEV.